Broadcasting live from the WGBB World Headquarters here in New York. This is the Big Fat Joey Show with your host, Big Fat Joey.
Hey, Cyn. Big Fat Joey Show. Biggest thing on radio. What's up?
Wow, it's Sunday fun day, and it is freezing outside. How cold is it? New York is freezing.
It is, I think it's about 18 degrees out this morning, and we are supposed to get a snowstorm tonight into Monday, maybe 6 to 10 inches, a little more, a little less.
I just can't get over it. I thought it was almost over.
You know what? It's, I don't know.
When is spring? When's the official spring?
What's that? March 21st. So we have 49 days, 50 days if you want to count today, until spring. But hey, listen, we've had a pretty good winter. I really can't complain. We had one snowstorm. It's been pretty warm. I know because I got my electric bill and gas bill the other day, and the utilities thanked me for being for conserving. I was very happy to see that.
Well, that was pretty good, but I think it's probably freezing in your house.
That it is. It is sometimes a little on the chilly side, but that's what sweaters are for and blankets.
I guess the dog has some icicles hanging from him.
Yes, the dog does have some icicles, but we...
What are you making, snow cones in there?
That's it, snow cones.
Too cold.
Call me Chilly Willy. So everyone get ready for a crazy Monday and hopefully get out and about. And, last snowstorm, I complained, my Aaron's snowblower.
Did you hear anything from Twitter?
Nah, they never responded.
Oh.
They never respond, so they don't care, the Aaron's people. That's my opinion. They don't care. My buddy Billy, I must thank him. He picked it up, brought it home.
He serviced it.
He serviced it, cleaned out the carb, adjusted a little bit, replaced the pull cord on it because that snapped on me. It was crazy. So, luckily my other friend of mine, landscaper, he came by and plowed me out because everything got frozen. It was a whole big disaster. So, but we're ready. I tried the snowblower earlier this week. It ran, but like anything else, and I'm sure it'll give me a hard time when the snow's on the ground. It's gonna not want to run, but hopefully it'll be back up and running.
Well, you got talking about all the snow, but you're gonna heat some things up today here.
Today we're heating up the airwaves. Who do we have, Cyn?
Well, I don't know where to start. You have a legend and an OG.
We have the one, the only American Idol legend, She Bangs, William Hung.
That's going to be so fun. I can't wait.
William was a great sport. OMG. He was so much fun to interview. He's got so much going on, and more importantly, he has not let his fame get to him. He's very level-headed. He understood that was his moment in the spotlight, and he's done well for himself, and he hasn't gone out and like a lot of other people out there, he hasn't gone out and blown all his money. He's trying to save it and have his money work for him by investing, and he's out there doing speaking engagements. He's also on Cameo, so go to cameo.com to check him out, get a shout out from him. We've used Cameo before for friends of ours who have certain celebrities or people on Cameo that they enjoy. So definitely check out William Hung on Cameo. Get a shout out. I mean, he was super duper fun. So
fun and really funny. And he has a contagious laugh. I love it.
Cyn was cracking herself up. Even after the interview, she was just cracking herself up. I was like hanging out with a big egg for the rest of the day. Just all falling apart. Just shells everywhere.
And who else do you have?
We have one of the former Real Housewives of New York, the OG, Cindy Barshop.
She was so much fun. We caught up all about what we talked Hamptons, her business, right?
We got to speak about the Hamptons, which you all know. For those of you who listen to the show, we love the Hamptons. We're out in the Hamptons any chance we get. We're always out and about, but we were talking about the Hamptons, New York City. Housewives, her Medi Spa.
All I know is as soon as this COVID is over, there's a girl's day out to the Medi Spa. We do vajazzling. She does steaming. It's so good. It makes every part of you happy. That's all I can say. I'm not going to go further.
No, you have to listen to the interview. It was a great interview, and we were so excited to get her on. and we just had a lot of fun. And like I said, once again, Cyn was just cracking herself up the rest of the day. This, that, the other thing.
It's getting hot in here. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here. That's what they like to say. But we had a great time. What else is going on, Cyn?
Well, I don't know, this stuff on the stock markets with the Robinhood. I'm so confused. Robinhood, what's happening?
Yeah, this past week, for all of you who follow the markets, a lot of short selling going on, and especially it was the short selling was a stock for GameStop. The ubiquitous video game store that's in all the pop-up and all the strip malls where you go in, you can
GameStop, right?
Yeah, GameStop. Yeah. You go in, you can buy new games, sell the old games that you have. So, long story short, a hedge fund over shorted by like 136%, which means they had to go out to the private marketplace for closely held shares, and they're basically borrowing the stock from the brokerage firms and the private investors in the hopes that the stock would go down, and then they buy it back, and then they would reap the profit between what they bought it for and what they bought it for on the downside. That's a 2-second tutorial on shorts, but definitely want to read more up on that. I would advise everyone. And this isn't financial advice. This isn't anything anyone should be doing without speaking to a licensed financial advisor or a stockbroker. So do your own due diligence and make sure you know what you're doing when you're investing. But long story short, they were borrowing the stock, and they were hoping that GameStop would go down because, right now with the COVID and a lot of the students, a lot of the kids, especially P3, they just get all their games downloaded off of Xbox. So there's no reason to own a physical game, I guess. I'm from the Atari generation where you had to go get your Atari cassettes. And long story short, someone on Reddit, I guess it's the Wall Street Bets they're called, and they were on Reddit, and they were just talking about they saw this 136% overselling of GameStop, and they just put it out there, and I guess everyone took a hold of it, and it seems like the general public went out to buy it. And last I saw, Friday, I think GameStop closed at, I think it was a 300 and change range, but let me look that up for right now. 325 it closed at. So, this is a company that supposedly is only worth in the teens. But so that's what's been going on. And
no more Bitcoin. It's all about this. Like it was always Bitcoin, and like cryptocurrency.
Well, for now, yeah, everyone's talking about this. But then, Bitcoin bounced up a little bit last week from, it was hovering. It hit 29,000 and change Bitcoin. Then it was hovering around the 30, 31, 32,000. Last I looked. Well, you know what? One thing about Bitcoin is Bitcoin trades all day, every day. So unlike the stock market that's only open Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Bitcoin's always on the move. And right now, Bitcoin's in the mid $30,000 range. So it can move, it can go, but we'll have to see from there. But yeah, so
that was like on every single channel,
all day, every day. Everyone's talking about it, and listen, I guess we'll have to see where the chips may fall. That's what they still saying is see where the chips may fall.
Yeah, I guess Monday will be another story. It might be something else.
But it has been interesting to watch it on CNBC, especially CNBC, because, for anyone who watches CNBC for any period of time, they just talk about stocks, and they don't really get into any controversy. And this has become a little bit of a controversial topic because, how now are the hedge funds seem... My take on it is the hedge funds seem to be upset that someone is beating them at their own game, and a bunch of people out home online have been able to figure out how to exploit a short sale. So whatever, it is what it is. Have to watch Monday, but always do your due diligence. This isn't any sort of stock advice or investment advice. Make sure you do your own and figure out what you want to do. So that's been interesting.
Well, Monday's another day, but I'm excited. Let's get to these interviews. So who's up first?
I just caught Cyn looking at herself in the mirror.
What's up first?
She's looking at what's up first. I don't know who's on second.
I know who's on second, but let's do first. First.
I'm trying to do Abbott Costello with you. All right. One day I'll have to give it a script to Abbott Costello. I know Abbott and Costello script, but I guess I'll have to give it to Cyn. We'll have to do the Abbott and Costello script. All right, everyone. Well, up next is our interview with American Idol alum, superstar, William Hung. All right, everyone. We have on TV phenom, American Idol alum, the one, the only, William Hung. William, welcome to Big Fat Joey Show. How are you?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. Nice to meet you all.
Hi, William. You are the legend of American Idol.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so excited. This is so exciting to have you on.
Yeah, I'm excited to put myself out there to this day. You know, it's like 17 years since my original audition. It's crazy.
It goes so fast, right?
Yeah.
It definitely does. When I saw it last year, it's been 16, 17 years at this point. It's like, wow. It seems like yesterday, because I guess as you get older, the time seemed to stay with you longer. And, I watch the news and I'm like, oh, wow, that story happened. Well, that was 10 years ago. I remember like it was yesterday. And same with yourself. When I saw that, I'm like, 16 years? I said, wasn't he on like 5 years ago? And I'm like, oh, wow, that was a long time ago, 2004.
Yeah.
So what made you get on American Idol? How did that come to be?
Well, I was singing karaoke when I was young, like 10 years old, since back in Hong Kong. And then I went to UC Berkeley and studied for civil engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Then one day I decided to try out for the talent show because, I wasn't doing great at school. I was struggling. I wanted to try something different.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came across the song She Bangs by Ricky Martin. And then I started watching and studying the music videos. And I just thought, okay, let's see what happens, right? No expectations. But then I won. I won a DVD player. So that's what gave me the confidence to audition for American Idol.
And you know what? That's all, something so simple. Just winning a local, talent contest at college gave you that encouragement to do it. And you know what? And I'm sure the rest of America and the rest of the world, thank you for that, because we were talking off air. You are one of a handful that when I ask people, who do you remember from American Idol? The contestants, not the judges or, Ryan, everyone remembers who they are. You are just one of a handful that most people I know can name off the top of their head. I have yet to find anyone who does. When I mention your name, they know exactly who I'm talking about. There's no who, what, I don't remember. Everyone knows who William. You have transcended that, whatever you were, 10, 15 minutes on air. Everyone knows who William Hung is, and me and Cyn are super excited to have you on the show today. So, after so give us the run through. So you go. So how'd you find out, and where was the audition?
I auditioned in San Francisco back in 2003 September, and the way I found out about the audition was from Fox News. It just happened, like good timing. Because after I won the talent show, I was watching the news on the same night, and they were talking about, they have auditions coming up in a few days. It's like, okay, why not?
and give us a little behind the scenes. So how's it work? So you show up to this the stadium? You're waiting online with 4,000 other people.
Yes, right. I went to the baseball park in San Francisco. It was about 3,000 people. You had to go through multiple rounds. So for that year, I remember that it was the first day. It was at the stadium, and then one of the former producers let me through. I still remember her. Her name is Megan Wolflick, and I'm indebted to her for the rest of my life because if she didn't give me that first chance, I wouldn't be where I am today. And then the second round, it was more producers on the second day. I remember I had to rush to the hotel in the morning. And then after that, the producers let me through again. They told me to sing She Bangs, and then that's when I stood in line waiting for my turn to see Randy, Paula, and Cyn.
That's awesome. And how was that? Were you nervous? Were you excited?
Did you know who they were?
I was nervous and excited. Yes, I knew who they were because I did watch some episodes before I went to the audition. So yeah,
That's so cool.
So now that you're in the mix, so you're feet away from Randy, Paul, and Cyn.
right.
What's that? So what do they do next? Now the producers, obviously, you're waiting to be next to, from watching the back scene stuff. So I guess you're waiting off on the side of the stage. The person in front of you goes and say, "All right, next," and they bring you in and you say your name. So
Yeah.
what's that all about?
Well, so what happened was like there's only about 100 people that got to see Randy, Paula, and Cyn for that year, season 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just waiting for my turn. And I remember Ryan Seacrest was interviewing me, asking me like my background, and that's what most people saw. Where I mentioned, I just want to have fun, try music, and see what happens. As an average student from Berkeley.
Right.
That's funny. And everybody was like so cool and nice, and it was fun. I mean, it's exciting.
Ryan was nice. They were all cool, nice.
Yeah. I mean, the only guy that was really mean was Cyn, but that's kind of expected because one of the reasons I could maintain the positive attitude was because I already knew like Cyn was going to be the mean guy, Paula is going to be the nice lady, Randy will be somewhere in the middle. We don't know. But like I kind of knew that going in.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure your whole attitude would have changed if Paula acted like Cyn. You'd be like, whoa, what's going on over there?
What? Yeah.
And do you get like noticed when you go out, like in the town, or like grab your groceries? Is everyone like, oh wow? Like, do they know right away?
Yeah. So what's interesting about this whole experience was like I didn't expect anything to happen for my audition, even after they show my audition on TV, because most people like when they fail the audition, like they don't make it to Hollywood, nothing ever happens to them. It's not a big deal.
Right.
But for me, it was a totally different response. Like the next day after I watched the whole audition went on air in January. Like the students suddenly asked me for pictures and autographs in the afternoon, and that's
so
when
cool.
I knew my life could never go back to normal again.
That's so cool. And did a fan ever do anything silly, or everyone wants pictures and autographs?
Girls throwing their underwear at you.
Yeah. Not that extreme, but a lot of them ask for pictures and like autographs. Like, can you sign my notebook? Can you sign my piece of paper?
That's so cool. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what did you learn from what did you learn from like American Idol? Did you learn take away something?
Well, I learned that in life, it's just like anything else. You try your best, you have fun, you enjoy the journey, and then you see what happens. Like for me, I didn't like I said, I didn't expect anything. Like my expectation from this whole audition was that I would go back to being a normal student, go through my studies, graduate, get a nice job, and that's that, right?
Right.
But there's no way for me to know that, oh my God, I suddenly have a lot of fans, I suddenly get a record contract, and everything else that happened after that.
That's so awesome. Now, why did you pick She Bangs? Did you love Ricky Martin's music? Why that song?
When I was picking my song for my talent show, I remember I was listening to the radio quite a bit, and that song just stood out to me. It was a fun party song. It feels great to my ears. It's just different, It's not the same as everybody else.
Right. And did you ever meet Ricky Martin? I believe you did.
Yeah. Many years later, like 14 years later in 2018.
And what did he say? Were you nervous to meet him, or what happened?
Oh yeah, it just felt surreal. I wasn't nervous, but I just felt like, oh my God, that's the real Ricky Martin standing in front of me. Yeah, I think he's so nice. He's so genuine. It's like, thank you, William. It's so nice to finally meet you after all these years. It was so amazing.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you brought a lot of attention to his song.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That must have been a lot of fun. And how does your family handle everyone saying, "Can I have your picture?" and "I want your autograph"? How does everyone do they think you're just still William, or how does that work?
Well, my parents took some time before they accepted my new journey and my new identity as a celebrity.
Yes.
Overnight celebrity.
Yes.
It's like they're not used to that, right? And then my relatives in Hong Kong, when I finally made it to visit them, like a year later, they everybody was so proud of me. They was like, "Oh my God!" It's like. Yeah, it's so good. I mean, I didn't like I said, I didn't expect how all this would pan out like this. But maybe there is something to be said about staying positive in a negative situation, because I noticed that many of the contestants before me, when they don't make it, they would get angry and upset. So I feel like I don't need to do that. I should just enjoy the experience.
Right. Absolutely. It's like a journey. You just don't know what's going to happen after it. And look what happened.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Now, do you keep up with anyone? I mean, do you ever run into Randy, Paula, or Simon, or Ryan, or any of the other alums from
that you're with?
Kelly Clarkson, Ruben Studdard?
Yes, the people I met, I met Ruben, I met Kelly Clarkson, I met Carrie Underwood, I met Justin Guarini, many of the former American Idols I actually met in person, and then I also did see Randy, Paula, and Simon at the same event. I think we came across different paths, for some of the American Idol finale shows, some of the guest appearances back on American Idol. So it was cool.
Yeah, you're I told you, you're a legend. Now, what show would you want to be on, if you could, guest appear on a show? What show do you, really love?
Oh, I actually like game shows. So something like Deal or No Deal, Card Shark, that would be fun.
Okay, I could see it.
And that would be great. I mean, I'm sure they have all-star editions, of all these game shows. That'd be great to have you on, because I'm sure your name alone would bump up the ratings for that show for that evening.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. And what's the first thing that you bought with all this fame? Was there one thing that you really, really wanted?
No, I didn't look at it like that.
Okay.
I would say the first year was when my life totally changed. When I got the record contract, and then I also got a lot of live performance opportunities. And I was just thinking about how to create the future that I want, along with my family.
Okay.
So we paid off most of the debt. We bought a house for ourselves so that we have a nice place to live. But I feel like I managed a modest life, because I don't need a very fancy car or a fancy yard, nothing like that. That's just not me.
Right.
So throughout the years, I'm able to save and invest and create the life that I want.
Well, that's good. It's true. That's the truth.
Yeah, and that's good, because you see too many people who you made some good money. You're not out there. You're not Bono from U2. You're not raking in like Taylor Swift hundreds of millions of dollars every year. And
right, not that. No.
Right, and you were smart. You made a good chunk of money. You paid bills. You bought yourself a place to live for you and your family, and you invested, which gives you the freedom to go about and continue on your life's work, and go out there and be William Hung, and and have fun. Now, I know you've been on a ton of talk shows. But the one I want to ask about, I know you've been on the Howard Stern show. How was that?
It was uncomfortable because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't even know who Howard Stern was.
Oh, there you go. You didn't know what you were walking into.
Right, because my record company arranged that particular interview. So that's why I was like, what? And then my mom was there too. It's like,
no.
Oh, your mother must have been blushing, turns all shades of red.
But it must have been fun. You had to have fun.
I would pick.
You must have had fun.
That's true.
Is Howard nice in person?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, he is who he is.
He's tall though, right? He's really tall.
Yeah.
That's so great. That must have been like the was that like the interview that you were like, oh my God?
Yeah, for sure.
That's really funny. That's right. So what are you up to now? Like, what are you doing?
Well, right now the main thing I'm doing is I'm recording cameos for my fans.
Okay.
So
we love Cameo.
So it's like, yeah, it's like a short video combining thinking and motivation. So yeah, I'm very grateful that I have something fun to do. And then you know, like I said, the main thing is to just learn how to invest my money that I have before, continue to just build my future. But one of my new dream vision is to create my own William Hung Academy.
Okay.
I came up with this dream like last year. So at some point in the future, I don't know when,
right.
It would be like a 3-story pagoda. The first floor will teach people how to sing. The second floor could be for speaking. The third floor could be for gaming. So it's like my own form of online, virtual, physical education. I don't know, but I want to build something where I'm teaching people a new way to learn.
I like it. I think it sounds like a great idea.
That definitely is a great idea, because now you're also doing motivational speaking as well, right?
Yeah. I started doing that about like 3 years ago, and I really enjoy it. You know, just do it from time to time. I did like 2 TEDx talks. They are both on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would love to do that from time to time as well.
And you mentioned gaming. Are you a gamer too?
Yes, I enjoy poker. I enjoy video games. So like if I could have somehow add like a gaming element to everything that I do, it would be more fun. You know, like life doesn't have to be so serious.
Now, what's the video game that you like to play?
Ooh, it's hard for me to. I remember I started playing video games back when I was very young, like Super Mario Brothers, back in the old days.
Old school.
And then I would play I would play like Donkey Kong Country, and then I would play most of the Pokemon games. Okay. And then now I play like the role-playing games from time to time, like Genshin Impact. But you know, it's not like where I spend most of my time. It's just more like from time to time when I want to play, I play.
Right.
All right.
And who's your favorite artist ever, or who would you want to sing with?
I already accomplished my dream of singing with Ricky Martin. I'm not sure who else I would want to do with. I actually want to do with Ricky Martin again at some point in the future.
Okay, I would like to hear that. It sounds good.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Speaking of games, Cyn here has her game, This or That. It's one of the most popular games on the radio. Are you ready for a little game with Cyn?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, William, let's play. Would you be on the cover of Rolling Stone or the cover of GQ?
Rolling Stone.
How about singing with Taylor Swift or singing with Miley Cyrus?
Taylor Swift.
How about singing in the shower or singing on stage?
Singing on stage.
And for you, is it She Bangs or Livin' La Vida Loca?
Oh my God! This one, it should be both. Actually.
All right.
I'll take
Good answer. Good answer. Thanks, William.
No problem.
Now, speaking of shebangs, you know what we're gonna you know what I'm gonna ask you next. You have a
Yes.
me and Cyn, obviously we have the lyrics in front of us, so we want to do a little acapella, just the three of us, when we can start off.
Sure.
We can start off with she bangs, oh baby.
Yeah, of course. Here we go.
All right,
ready?
here we go. You start us off.
3, 2, 1.
She bangs, oh baby, when she moves, she moves. I go crazy because she looks like a flower, but she stings like a bee. Like every girl in history.
In history.
Yes.
Yes.
That is so fun. You're a legend.
You definitely are, William. And it's exciting to have you on, because I am glad that you were able, we've spoken before, you're able to take, your moments of fame on American Idol, and you've been able to parlay that in gambling talk into a career that you're looking to help others, and you're having fun with life. That's what I love about you. You're having fun. You don't let anything get you down. You don't let anything get in your way. You just keep rocking and rolling.
Thank you.
Now, William, how can my audience find, follow, and keep up with everything William Hung?
The best way for you to stay in touch is through my Instagram at williamhung.co. williamhung.co.
Beautiful.
And you'll do a cameo for anyone, and you'll sing for them too.
Yeah, that's actually what I do every day now. I mean, I enjoy it. It doesn't take that much of my time and energy, but at the same time, I'm giving people the hope and the inspiration for the future.
Well, and this time right now, that's what everyone needs. Everyone needs hope. Everyone needs to put a smile on their face, and you're definitely bringing that to the masses. Well, William Idol.
Thank you.
William Idol. Wow. William Hung, American Idol. Thank you for being on the Big Fat Joey Show. It's been nothing but a pleasure and an honor. I wish you nothing but luck and success in all that you do. And remember, she bangs.
She bangs. She bangs. She bangs. Not that I'm a singer, but it was so much fun.
William was so much fun. I was super excited to get it. And by the way, it's 20 years. I guess this year's make 21 years. It's been just about 21 years since he was on American Idol. Out there, and it was great to get him on. And it's just amazing how I can't believe when I heard last year was the 20th anniversary. This obviously now this is 21 years. I can't believe it was that long ago, because I still remember it like yesterday watching it. I believe American Idol was on Monday nights on Channel 5, and then the OC was on afterwards, and it was just one of those shows that it just seems like William Hung was on the other day. But
well, he's a total legend and just so much fun, and with a contagious laugh. That's all I can say.
He is a legend, super nice guy. Everyone, once again, go out, get a cameo from him at cameo.com, and get your fill of William Hung. Who's up next, Cyn?
We're going to talk to an OG from Real Housewives of New York, Cindy Barshop.
All right, everyone, let's welcome to the line former Real Housewife of New York and owner of VSPOT Sexual Health Spa, Cindy Barshop. Cindy, welcome to the Big Fat Joey Show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Hi, Cindy. It's Cindy, and I'm so excited because we love our housewives.
Well, I'm excited to be here, Cindy.
Thank you. I'm excited too. So what's going on?
I'm taking care of people's vulvas. They have a group of doctors. That's what I'm doing right now.
What kind of Volvo do you drive? Is that you drive the S70? What do you have? S60?
Is that what they call it these days? I don't know.
We're cleaning them up and taking them for a good ride. We're rejuvenating them.
They're getting detailed. They're getting detailed.
How do we let's
They're
talk
getting
about
detailed.
This. Yes. How do we keep our JJs happy? And I know you have the answer.
Oh, sure. I have the answers for that. So, really what it is, and we all talk lightly about, women's sexual health, but there's 300 million women that from pre-pregnancy to post-menopause, they suffer with urinary leakage, inability to orgasm, painful sex. There's a host of them. And I'm sure as I'm speaking, these women are saying, yep, me, I can't jump on a trampoline anymore. So all the different things that we do, women need to know that there are non-invasive, result-oriented treatments that they could get done. They don't have to go for like surgeries and sling surgery and vaginoplasty. There's all non-invasive stuff that could actually help women with these issues that they live with throughout their life. And that's what I do.
Now, how did you get involved in that? Like, how did you get it? Is there like a story behind it, or?
Yeah, I mean, you may have known I had the spas completely there. I'm always about vaginas, I think, in my whole life. And after we groomed the vaginas, I was done with the business. And I actually, more a tech head, I heard of a new technology in Italy. It was a DECA that used a laser that helps with urinary leakage. And I had twins.
Right.
So, I mean, who's better? Who's not peeing all over themselves with their twins? So anyway, I looked into the technology and researched it for a year or so. And the first one that came to the States, I went, I got it done. And since then, 2017, there's been a plethora of other new technologies for women's intimate health that really change their everyday life.
And
so
this really works. You don't have to go for a surgery, like you're saying. Like, this can really help someone.
You don't have to go for surgery. There's so many different ways that women just don't know, or it's just not out there. So you could sit on a chair. It does 11,000 Kegels for you. It's FDA approved for urinary leakage. For, after you have a baby, orgasms aren't the same. So there's the platelet-rich plasma shots that we could do. So there's all these things that we just suffer in silence with. And we don't have to.
No, I appreciate
Not anymore. You come to the VSPOT.
Yes, I love it. I was reading also, like, I appreciate this. There's even a facial, like, basically for there, like, for your vajayjay, which, I mean, it feels good on your face. How could it not feel good down there?
Yes, we do the vajacials down there. Yes. Yes, but, it comes back to necessity. It's not even about it's about feeling good, but, hundreds of women, thousands of women have unsightly ingrown hairs and blotches and things like that. And if it bothers you, why don't we fix it? I mean, stop judging. There's judgment all different ways.
No, I agree 100%. I think you can make this fun, like go with your girls. It could be a bachelorette party. It could be, and everyone will appreciate it.
It's like a clubhouse here it's like a club. You have to come by. It's like this great clubhouse. We have 2 floors. And the doctor's there, and bashfully, everybody speaks about their intimate health and different things. So women love it. They don't leave.
That's
Once they're done with all their treatments, they're like, what else can I do?
Exactly. You should do like a membership. I feel like you try one, you try the next, and you feel good. And you know what? You leave and you feel good, just like a blowout. You know what I mean?
It's really the same. It really is. You really feel good about yourself.
And now we do. Oh, sorry to cut you off, but where is it located? Like, where could everyone go?
Sure. We have a location on Madison Avenue between 64th and 65th Street. And then we have the one in Philadelphia at Rittenhouse Square. And then we're also developing these products that they could get similar results at home, and they could just go to our website at VSPOTMedispa.com.
That's awesome. I think it's awesome.
Now, obviously, for those who don't know you from the V-Spot, everyone knows you're from the Real Housewives of New York. How did you get involved and get on the show?
It's interesting because for me, it was fairly simple. And I look back and I say, I was a perfect candidate. And the reason why I say that, so I had a spa called Completely Bare. And that's where we did the vajacials and all those different things. And I was on so many different TV shows promoting. Everybody knew about it. And I said, well, what's this is what happened. I'm so sorry. I was on Regis and Kelly. And I was on
Love Regis.
A reality TV show. Do you remember Bootylicious or something like that? It was with Kimora Lee.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Do you remember that show?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was on both shows. They both released at the same time. And I was like, oh, my God, I made it. I'm on Regis and Kelly. Oh, nothing's better than that. Well, everybody was talking about the reality TV show. And I was like, what? So anyway, I said to my PR people, I said, what's the biggest reality TV show on? And they said, Real Housewives of New York. Bethany's leaving. They need a replacement. So literally, it was so quick. It really was. So I had them hound them to get an interview. But if you think about it, I was a single mom, twins, downtown, had a vagina business.
Right.
Couldn't be better for the
That's
role.
awesome. I think it's
Only they didn't love me.
That's awesome. Now, do you speak to like any of the castmates, or have they like frequent the spa?
Yeah, I mean, so Luann's come, Jill, Ramona. So yeah, I stay mostly in contact with Jill and Luann.
Okay, awesome.
Well, you know what?
Ramona and I don't get along so well.
Well, I was about to say, have you seen Ramona, or have you spoken to her, or if you haven't, if you ever see her, what would you say to her?
I see her. When we pretend nothing.
Like
We
nothing
talk about
happened.
business or
Right.
yeah.
Just hello,
Yeah,
goodbye.
it's a whole nother world. It's like you got to understand. It's like living in a bubble when you do it, and you fight over nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets ratings, and people love it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we like the Housewives franchise. We watch them all. Try to keep up with all the different plot lines. Sometimes I get confused on who was with who and what show I was watching. I'm like, oh wait, that's the other show. That's wrong people.
Right. But these,
Well, you can't confuse anybody with the Beverly Hills Housewives. They're fun.
right.
Yes.
Well, Big Fat Joey's in Andy's book, so that's his. He loves telling everyone that, right?
That's my claim to fame.
Yes.
What do you mean you're in Andy's book?
He's on 2 pages.
On his latest book, Superficial.
Oh, his latest book.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Am I in it?
What page are you
I'm on page 53 and 54.
Wait a minute. I got to check out the book and see if they even mention me. I'm like a line in the book.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. We'll have
Good
to
for you.
read it again. But Andy's amazing.
Yeah,
and,
we like Andy. Very nice guy. I said we enjoy Bravo. We watch the Housewives. We watch the Below Deck series.
Listen, he's a genius. Look what he did.
Yep.
You
Yes.
know, I mean, he created this whole thing, and I'm thrilled to be part of it just because it's kind of, I mean, you're not going to forget it. It's like the old Playboy models from years ago.
Right.
Oh, I was a Playboy model. I was like, oh, I was a housewife.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really what it is. I mean, it's part of pop culture.
Andy came a long way from being a shoe clerk on Sex and the City on that one episode.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yes.
I didn't even know. That's so funny.
There's an episode, I think
With,
Bloomingdale's.
Charlotte. Yeah, I think it was with Charlotte.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. He had curly black hair, and he was on an episode of selling shoes.
Yep.
Yeah, he must have thought it was pretty big then. Look what he's at now.
Yep, exactly. What was your favorite moment on the show? Was there like a special moment or a special scene?
I actually have to say, I think the special moment really was at the end because I was actually myself when I was leaving the show. Actually, the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the first time that I didn't even I finally got the hang of it. I didn't understand what was going on half the time. If we're fighting, we're filming, are we saying cut? But by the end, it was like I had it under and I kind of spoke my mind. So that was the part that I actually enjoyed the most. But in hindsight, everything was great about the show. It really was. I mean, it gives me different opportunities, and it was fun to be famous for a year.
Well, you still are. You're always going to be like an OG, right? And you got this amazing spa, which we all have to go to, which I'm excited about. And I would love
you
for
have
it
to tell
to be
me.
out east.
I would love you to come in.
Absolutely.
It's coming. It's coming out east. I promise. Where are you right now? Are you in?
We're in the Babylon area.
Oh, the Babylon. Okay, I didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Hamptons are 60 miles straight shot east of us, right? Sunrise Highway. We're there in 45 minutes.
That's great. That's great.
Now,
It's a lot of fun.
What other show would you like to be on? Is there any other show you'd like to make a guest appearance and be part of the
I'd like
cast?
to be on my own podcast. I'd like to have my own podcast. Oh, actually, Bethany's podcast. I'd love to be on that.
Okay.
But I don't want to be on a TV show.
No
be
more
honest.
TV done.
Like a long term. No, anything to promote the business.
Right.
I'll go on for like a news show, but not a long term.
Okay, because I could see like Summer House, like the girls going to the VSPOT. Like I could see that happening on like an episode.
Oh yeah, actually I think we did something with them like 2 years ago. But that way, yeah, I want to be on every single reality TV show to promote my business. Yeah. So you meant like me on it.
And I was in
I'd be more than happy to do it.
I was in an episode of Summer House myself.
In the Summer House at the Barry's
really?
At the Barry's boot camp over there in right where it turns, right by the old Pier 1.
Right. You're working out there during the scene?
Yeah, they had a whole episode filmed at the Barry's boot camp, and there I was. I popped in, did that, and let me let you know. The actual workout that they were shooting for the show, it was a real workout. There was no fluff. There was no put the treadmill on 1 mile.
No fluff?
No put the treadmill. No treadmill on 1 mile an hour. It was, for an hour.
You made them sweat for that part. You had to sweat for the part.
Yes.
And obviously the name of the show, Big Fat Joey Show. So I walked in. This big keg of a body walked into a 6-pack of a party. I was like, look at it. All these guys and girls ran a marathon before the thing. I got out with my McDonald's 2-for-1. Getting ready to get on the treadmill. I'm like, all right, hold this, somebody. I'm dripping secret sauce on everything. But it was fun. It was a really good time. The Summer House people are great. Very nice.
Yeah, good cast.
Yeah, they're great people. I know some of them. It's a great cast. They're good kids. They're really good kids.
So now we were talking about the Hamptons. What do you love about the Hamptons and like a favorite place to eat?
Oh, why can't I remember the name of the place? What's the little place in they have 2 of them. I can't remember the name of the place. Just as soon as you said it. I love staying in with my children, to be honest with you, and having barbecues in the Hamptons. That's so my thing.
We're ready
now.
That's my thing. I'm ready.
I know, but I'm ready to go out again.
Yes,
I am too.
Yes. What's the first thing you're going to do?
Let's hope they have the polo in the Hamptons this year.
Yes, I hope so. Like all these nice little events. I miss it all, You get so excited.
I know, the events, like the charity events, that's like a sad thing too. I mean, but a lot of them are doing well. I mean, there's a lot of the different charities that we can't do anymore. Mm-hmm. But interesting enough, a lot of them saying they're doing well still.
Okay.
So, but it was fun getting out.
Yes, it's always fun to be out there. Like I said, out there every weekend, out there every chance we can get. Just out there this past weekend, got a couple more rounds of Senna Bros Coffee because they shut down, I think, at the end of January for a month and a half before they, reopen up in March.
You see it's crowded out there still? Or
oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's
definitely more people.
Like I said, I've been doing this over 40 years, and normally by this time, it's the locals and a handful of lost people who have no idea why they ventured this far out east. But now, like a regular day out in Southampton Saturday, people eating, on at the curbside, all the restaurants, parking, was on the slim side. I mean, you got a spot, but they weren't. Maybe every 10 cars there was a spot that was open, so it wasn't like it normally is where you could just park wherever you want. But you could tell.
Right.
If you've gone out there long enough, all these past years, you definitely know this winter that there are a lot more people out there.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
absolutely.
I have Cyn over here. She has a little game she likes to play called This or That. Are you ready for a little fun?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's like Cindy squared. I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Okay, it's this or that, Cindy. Cover of Vogue, or would you be on the cover of Vanity Fair?
Vogue.
How about House of Louis or Chanel?
Chanel.
Sounds yummy. How about Rosé or Chardonnay?
Rosé. Can't go near Chardonnay anymore.
How about breakfast at Tiffany's or breakfast at Cyn and Bros?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Are you Sex in the City or Pretty Woman?
Sex in the City.
And bedazzled or waxed? That's the question.
Bedazzle. I made up that word, by the way.
I love bedazzled. Thanks, Cindy.
I made up that word, by the way, back in the day.
I love that word. And do they do that at the spa too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, we gotta
We have a
take a day of
24
it.
karat gold. We do V steams. We do V lightning. All the things that everybody wants to do down there.
Do you play Grease
Everything
Lightning
is-
when they're doing it? Gotta hit that music when they're
No,
doing
but
it.
we just play a little.
But no one wants to talk about it, but like everybody loves it. Let's put it this way.
And all the guys I know love it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, it makes women feel good
Yes.
about themselves, and that's what we do here. We're empowering women.
I agree.
Now, Cindy, do you have any advice for future business owners? You know, female, male, because you know, at the end of the day, it's about owning a business. And what advice could you give our entrepreneurial listenership?
Really just surround yourself with positive people that will help see your vision. So a lot of times when you start a business, people say, well, that's not so great. This could go wrong. That could go wrong. Just take a chance. Take a chance and open up and take each, I guess, problem or issue one at a time. You're never going to figure it all out, but you got to try something, because if you don't try, you'll never succeed. If you never fail, you're never going to succeed.
Exactly.
That's my whole thing.
And that's great advice, right? Because there's plenty of negative Nancy's out there, and everyone has something, and they don't necessarily mean it in a negative way, but when you say something that's out of the ordinary, you know, if you're going to say, oh, I'm going to open up like a VSPOT, you know, women's health spa, you know, that's not an ordinary thing that people can wrap their minds around.
Right.
I'm going to open up a deli, or I'm going to open up a hair salon or a nail salon. People could wrap their minds around it. They would just say, well, don't open up a nail salon in a town that has 5 other nail salons, because then you're probably not going to make it. Go somewhere where the nail salon isn't. So, but no, that's great advice.
Put it this way. I was working for IBM, and I told, you know, I come from like middle America. I told my parents I'm quitting IBM and opening a hair removal salon on Madison Avenue. They almost had a heart attack.
I was about to say, they must have almost, you know, had a heart attack. Yeah, that had to be a shock to the system.
yeah. But I always say take a chance.
Now, Cindy, one more time. How can my audience find, follow, and keep up with everything Cindy Barshop and the VSPOT?
Sure. I'm on Instagram at Cindy Barshop, and we have the VSPOT on Instagram at VSPOT Medi Spa, and they could just actually call us at 988-1387, area code 212. And our website is vspotmedispa.com.
Well, that sounds
Come on in and tell us you heard us on this show. That's what we want to know.
I love it. I think it's
All
going to
the
be a lot
viewers
of
from
fun.
there.
And I'm going to look for you out east because I'm excited about this.
Yeah, let's hook up around East.
Yes.
Let's definitely do that.
I'm ready. You guys got to open up out there. It's going to be amazing.
Hopefully by the summer.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm going to keep looking for it. Well, I'm excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Cindy Barshop, thank you for being on the Big Fat Joey Show. I wish you nothing but luck and success in all that you do. Have yourself a great day.
You're wonderful.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
How fun was that?
It was fun
It was
and
fun.
interesting.
It was fun. I'm ready for, like I said, I'm ready for a girls' night to go out, have some fun, cocktails, and head down to the VSPOT.
I don't know. I just go to the barber. I tell him, trim what little hairs I have left, try to fluff it up a little bit. You know, maybe get my shoes shined when I'm wearing my, nice dress shoes.
Well, I hope she comes to the Hamptons because I could see doing that and then going out to dinner.
Hey, go out to the Hamptons, get a little spa treatment. Maybe
Go with the girls.
Go with the girls. You know, do one of those winery tours. Maybe the duck walk. They're on the South Shore there.
Yep.
Right in Wayne-Scott. Then obviously I know where you'd go to eat. Where you going to eat, Cyn? Tell everybody.
I'm going everywhere.
Well, where would you go?
75 Main.
And go see our friend 75 Man. And where would you follow up with a little after
Coffee
dessert?
at Cyn and Bros.
Cyn and Bros. See our buddy Espen. But right now, everyone is in the winter mode. Everyone's,
But I hope she does come to the Hamptons. I think it could definitely benefit. Like, it'd be something fun to do.
something fun to do. I mean, especially with this pandemic, the Hamptons, the whole east end of Long Island has seen its population expand greatly. I mean, we were out, I don't know, about a week or two, mid-January we were out in the Hamptons. And as I mentioned, on last week's show, it's not like it normally is in the middle of January. Normally in the middle of January is all the locals, plus a couple of us out-of-towners, and a couple of tumbleweeds. Not right now. Right now, it is pretty crowded. When I say pretty crowded, it's not the summer crowds, but you just can't roll in and, there's 100 parking spots on the street. There's parking, don't get me wrong, but there's, not like it would normally be in January. So there are a lot new people out there putting down some stakes and enjoying themselves a Hamptons winter, which it is very majestic out there, very peaceful, very calm.
And a lot of the places still stayed open.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these restaurants and boutiques, everyone took a beat down, especially, March, April, May, I think, right? Was that really the big lockdown? March, April, May, maybe June?
Yeah.
So, they have some money to make up. I mean, of all the places, there's a place out in Long Beach, one of our favorite, probably our favorite ice cream place.
Absolutely. Marvel.
And they're normally closed. I'm trying to remember when I want to say they normally close before Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe they're open for Thanksgiving. I don't remember exactly, but they generally, let's just say for argument's sake, they close generally, I believe, from December 1st until March 1st or March 15th or something like that. Not this year. They are open because obviously, they want to try to make up some of the money that was lost in the beginning of 2020. And, when we drove by there last weekend or 2 weekends ago, I would say there had to be about 7-8 people online and, cone, and I think it's about $6. So you got, 7-8 people online. You're looking at $50, give or take, whatever those people were getting. So there's $50. And I'm sure that line was going on throughout the, entire day. So it wasn't just the couple of minutes that we drove by.
The boardwalk one is closed. It must be freezing up there.
Right. The boardwalk, They have one on the boardwalk over there in Long Beach, and that was even opened longer. We were over there in October, November. Was it right? No, it was after. I think it was December time as well. Yeah. And they were just playing it by ear on the boardwalk. If it was a nice weekend, they were going to be open. If it was cold, like it's going to be this weekend, obviously not. But they're keeping their main store on Lido Boulevard open. So that's good to see a lot of these places. And I heard today that New York City is going to allow indoor dining, I think up to 25% capacity.
With 10 people per table.
Okay, no more than 10 people per table, starting on Valentine's Day.
And restaurant week is starting.
Right, and restaurant week, so that'd be good for them. And hopefully, we can get back to going out, dining. I mean, listen, I like cooking at home, but it's always fun to go out.
Always a treat.
Always a treat. All right. Anything else, Cyn?
I think we're good. We're getting to that time.
You know what? I could tell getting to that time because I'm getting actually to the bottom of my coffee. Hang on a second here. And by the way, for those who've been following, you hear my little coffee go. My coffee routine, coffee, trying to get rid of the W, coffee, trying to sound like a Long Islander. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to say my coffee. A friend of ours turned us on to the Nespresso Virtuo machine. Awesome. We've tried the Keurig, we've tried the French press, we've tried the Mr. Coffee Drip, we've tried the percolator. Now, you got to get the Nespresso. Loving it. So my coffee has done a complete turnaround. It is so much better now. No more instant, no more of this other schlock.
But I'll take San Ambrose any day.
We'll take San Ambrose any day. Speaking of the day, there you go again. Tick-tock, tick-tock. It's that time, Cyn.
Let's do it. But I'm nervous. It's supposed to snow tonight.
Yes, we got to get home. Try out that snowblower. All right, everyone. This is Big Fat Joey. Big Fat Joey Show. Biggest thing on radio here with Cyn. Reminding everyone to make every sandwich count. Peace.